Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to be here. I hope you can hear me, see me okay. Yes, I am away at the moment with Jane, site in the van, the camper van, as you can see here on my right-hand side. We're in a place called Cirencester, which is the Cotswolds in the UK. Been away for the weekend, back home tomorrow. Apologies for no lives. The internet really is pretty rubbish, so I'm hoping that it holds up and I can do this live. Today is Sunday and it's the 10th of August. Hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are. So I thought I'd pop on and try and do a little live for you just to bring you up to date with things that are happening. Thank you, Levi. That's very cool. Okay, let's bring you up to date. OES back office, nothing new there at the moment. I was speaking with Ash yesterday, quite a long chat with him actually, and um, keep an eye on your OES. It's looking likely that very shortly we'll be having a corporate webinar, and obviously details of this will be posted in the OES. So keep an eye. That'll be under O News 9. When it's going to be, there's still a few things he has to finalise before he can give us a date and time, but keep looking into that on a daily basis, that's for sure. So great news that he's obviously thinking about having one shortly, and to bring us up to date with obviously the survey and moving forward into the next phase and what is going to be coming our way. Things we were talking about amongst phase, not in specifics about what it's going to be, etc. Really about how we are going to be very happy with it. We're going to be excited to see what we are there. But what he was really emphasizing was that when we get hold of it, it's good to go. He said that when we have the next phase, when we are able to utilize it and do everything within it, it really is going to be ready. There is going to be no risk involved as far as the platform is concerned. All of that will have been done before. He said that literally he's spending hours upon hours refining, working behind the scenes, testing, obviously producing products and services, etc. And all of these culminate in when we get it, it's good to go. There is not going to be any beta testing. There's not going to be any of this sort of things. When it's there, it's going to be ready for us to utilize. And this is kind of where I got the inspiration for today for my live, where the risk is taken care of in this business. Why? Because all of that is being done behind the scenes or we actually get it. And I started researching a little bit about how businesses mitigate that risk element for its customers prior to letting them have either products or services or a platform that they can utilize. So what I want to do is to share with you the screen, as I always let's have a look and run through some of the things that Ash might have been doing to take care of the risk part of business. So I'm not saying that he's done these, but when I was researching it, he certainly, when I was talking to him, he was certainly saying that the risk element for us is minimal. Why? Because when he gives it to us, he's saying, there you go, it's ready, you can utilize it, nothing's going to break, everything works, and you can go off and you can do whatever you need to do. Obviously, I have no idea what it's going to look like. I have no idea what it's called or anything like this. But what I do know is that the amount of work that has gone on behind the scenes, as far as our CEO is concerned, as far as the tech team, etc., have put into this next phase for us, means that everything will be done and he will say, there you go, this is what you do, and we will be ready to rock and roll as far as that is concerned. Um, I've just noticed that Chris is on here now. I forgot to update you that straight after this, at in 1 hour's time, just under now, you've got Heroes webinar. That's coming up. Congratulations to OTech Pros for yesterday. It was very, very good. Good to see you guys back out there again after your short break. Also, Gina Lever did a little video today as well. Hope you've seen that. Big thank you to Julie Wang and also Susan McRae for their videos they've done. Obviously, Bill Musk, John White, and I'm sure that Chris, I spoke to him early on, he said he was going to pop on to do a live point today. So look out for all of those things that are happening. So let's go into in business, risk is taken care of. This usually refers to the practice of risk management, which involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential threats to a company's operations, finances, and reputation. This proactive approach aims to minimize the negative impact of risk and maximize opportunities for success. Now, I think we'll all agree we got blindsided a little bit, and some of that risk management beforehand wasn't sort of taken into consideration. But now we are much more. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much for your super sticker. That's very kind of you. We are much more knowledgeable, aren't we? We are much wiser. We've certainly learnt an awful lot what's been going on. And now I certainly believe that that risk management part of the business is something that we will certainly utilize a little bit more. So this proactive approach aims to minimize the negative impact to a business. And basically, it means that we have got a much better opportunity to be successful because we're not looking at things that are going to take away from the business itself. So operations within finances, outside influences, reputation, etc. So have a look a little bit more detail about it all. Identifying risks. What exactly is that? It involves recognizing potential threats that could hinder a business's ability to achieve its goals. These risks can be internal, like employer errors or sabotage even, or external, like economic downturns or natural disasters. Times, haven't I, that businesses, when the pandemic hit, they wouldn't have had any clue whatsoever as far as their risk management was concerned for that scenario. And this is why being proactive with your risk assessments allow a little bit of any of those parts that happen, whether it's economic downturns or natural disasters. So you have a bit of a cushion that will get you through those hard times. If you don't have any risk management in place, then you really are flying by the seat of your pants to a certain extent. As far as our business is concerned, I certainly know that our CEO and the tech guys are taking an awful lot of the risk of business out of that so that when we get the next phase, we're good to go. We haven't got to worry about anything. We haven't got to worry about what ifs like they have to within their own business. Who is that? Sorry, I've just seen. We've got Iqbal Patel India. Thank you for your super sticker. And also we've got as well. Thank you for your super sticker. Guys, you don't have to. It's very, very kind of you. If you want to, absolutely. It's greatly received. So what else have we got here? We've also got assessing risks. Once risks are identified, they need to be evaluated based on their likelihood of occurrence and potential impact. This helps prioritize which risks will require the most attention and resources. This really is what risk management is: identifying something and then saying, right, Are we going to do anything about it, or are we going to just let it ride, keep an eye on it, and then we might be proactive later on with it? There's nothing wrong with doing a risk management of any. If you're self-employed, for instance, and you go onto building sites, you have assessments done. Go on to that site because it's for your safety, it's for the business's safety. And if you don't do it, then you are not taking care and being professional within your own business. Online businesses are very similar. You have to assess your business. What is the risk to your business? Is this something that I had to be proactive about, or is this something that I earmark? I understand it could be a risk, and for now, I'm just going to make sure I keep an eye on it. This is what risk assessment is all about. When a business looks at their own risk from whatever it may be, this means they are serious about their business. I firmly believe this is being done in the background as far as our business is concerned, by our CEO Ashmi Farah, by the tech guys and other people involved, so that all scenarios are thought about, all scenarios are looked at, prioritized, so that a fail-safe mechanism has been put in place that any of these things won't impact the success of the business. So once a risk is identified, they need to be evaluated based on their likelihood of occurrence and potential impact. This helps prioritize which risks require the most attention and resources put to it so that it doesn't happen. The last one down there is mitigating. This involves developing and implementing strategies to reduce the likelihood of impact of identified risks. Examples are suppliers, so diversify your supply if you are in that mode. Implementing cybersecurity measures, huge. I don't know if for those of you who are in the UK, uh, it's been a bit of a nightmare, hasn't it, for a couple of companies over the last 3 or 4 months. Marks and Spencer's got hit with cybersecurity, completely knocked them offline, and a couple of others, one of them. This is a big deal these days. They're basically hackers. They will hold these businesses to ransom so that you online, and it virtually closes your business down. Not identifying, okay, where your security as far as online is concerned, okay, you're really then allowing an open door policy to any hackers that can hold your business to ransom from cyber attacks. Developing contingency plans and this for the unexpected events. Basically, you need to make sure that you have some sort of fail-safe slush fund or whatever within your own business, so that if anything happens that you didn't prepare for or you didn't know about, it's not going to you down. Obviously, your finances determined whether you can have that or not. Most companies will have a fund that they can use for circumstances that they didn't put into their risk management policy. They will be allowed to use that to be able to keep the company going, and that they weren't aware of. Obtaining insurance to cover potential financial losses. Obviously, this is another area that a lot of businesses certainly utilize. I know it's an area that my sister in the steel industry utilizes. They use a third party to basically bill and collect revenue for sales, so that they've mitigated risk away from themselves and onto a third party that guarantee payment. And obviously, that third party are taking the risk of non-payment for goods and services. There's lots of other insurances that you can utilize for any event in any business. Obviously, it comes at a premium, but you have to weigh up is that better to pay it of your profit to another company, but then be assured of the payments because you have put that risk management into place by using a third party as insurance so that you know you'll get paid. All of these things are being proactive as far as risk management is concerned. Last one then is training employees to improve their skills and reduce human error. Obviously, human error or sabotage even is a massive deal as far as that part of your business. We've seen this firsthand, haven't we? How the human impact to a business can really knock it sideways when they have access to so many things within your business. They really can literally take you offline. Having the ability to spread that risk, not giving one person access to all areas, mitigates that risk in some way so that you are then spreading the risk of anything like that happening. This is good risk management at the end of the day. If you implement stuff like that, then you are doing the right things for your business so that you are mitigating that risk. And the next one then is monitoring and reviewing. Risk management is not a one-time task. It requires ongoing monitoring and review to ensure that strategies are effective, and to adapt to changing circumstances. This is why it's important to have a risk policy implemented. So, for instance, your risk management policy might be a 6 monthly review on our risk management for our business. This is something that we are look at on a 6 monthly basis. We're going to go over what we know and we're going to earmark new areas that we can take on to mitigate any risk to our business. I'm sure the CEO understands this. I'm sure that because he has learnt so much from things that happened to him beforehand, that his risk management now moving forward is going to be so much better for our new business that we are heading towards. This is why when he told me the beauty about this next phase, Red, is that when we give it to you, and this is all you, by the way, it is good to go. There is no risk to it. We are giving you something that works, that is going to make you money because we know everything has been done behind the scenes so that you can get going straight away. Music to my ears. This means that there is not going to be any test period. This means that there's not going to be any beta testing or anything like this. When we are given the green light, when we are told all about this next phase, when we get our hands on it, it really is the green light to go. So that's absolutely fantastic news. So in essence, risk management is a crucial aspect of business operations that enables companies to navigate challenges, protect their assets, and pursue their objectives. Having that confidence in business so that you have done everything that you possibly can to mitigate any risk, whether it be internal, whether it be external, whether it be supply chain, whether it be natural disasters or things that you didn't know about. Have a risk management policy implemented within your business. A, it means you're proactive, but B, it means you are taking your business seriously. And that is something that we all want at the end of the day. We want to have a business that is functional. We want to have a business that is going to do what it said it's going to do. And I certainly know that our CEO has been working extremely hard behind the scenes to make sure that this happens to us moving forward into the next phase. Obviously, we have zero details of what it's going to be. Obviously, we don't know going to be called, how it's going to work, and all the rest of it. But when he tells me for us, there is going to be no risk to us whatsoever because we have checked everything, we've made sure it works, we make sure that it is good to go for you guys when we give you the green light. That is absolute music to my ears. Anyway, guys, thank you for over 200 of you for coming on today on Sunday. It's a bit of a surprise, really. I was expecting a lot less, but anyway. So keep an eye out in your back office, looking for an update whenever it might be, but certainly we're looking forward to a corporate webinar coming up at some point. Obviously, details with that will be posted in that pop-up, whether it's O News or Nine, or whether it's something else, it will be in that area. So log in on a daily basis, guys. I'll be back around tomorrow with Jane for Monday Fun Day. And obviously through the week, we will be bringing you something else that you can get your teeth into that will help you within your business as we start moving forward into the next phase. That's it from me. Speak to you all very soon. Bye now.